Karaham Napi relatives, Membiwa Tahushka Obi Miha. Welcome back to the channel. Um, Today, me and Love Legacy wanted to go over the no PD Indians, or not the PD Indians, but the surnames for Blackfoot. So we've been kind of going in on that here lately, and we wanted to do a video today, and it's mainly going to be just covering surnames for the most part. Legacy, you want to say what's up to the people real quick?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Just want to run through these names today. Also, people hit me up. A few people hit me up about the Blackfoot thing from the last video. Again, oh wait a minute, I do see a name here too. We gave specific instructions about how to go about it, but I think some people may have gotten confused. You have to actually have done some genealogy. So, people
Right.
were kind of hitting me up, and some of them didn't start their genealogy, didn't really have any genealogy going on like that, or I guess were confused about certain things, or what have you. So, from the last time, what I said was you could go to Iconic American Indian, you can purchase a T-shirt over there, or whatever you want to purchase from over there.
Yeah, it can be
Okay, and
anything.
then you can drop a screenshot into the email. You can email me lovelegacy500@gmail.com. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and we'll talk back and forth, and I'll get your either your login information, or you can send me a JEDCOM file, which is a downloaded family tree. So once I get that, I'll be able to go and run up in your tree and see what's going on. Okay. Outside of that, what I've started doing too is doing consultations for family trees, because what's happening is I don't I want to try to be fair with people when I do genealogy. I want to be fair with you, and I don't want to charge you for some work that I'm probably not going to do. But also, I will also want to say too is that a lot of times I'm not so much charging people for the work that I do per se, when I work your tree, right? A lot of it has to do with the knowledge that I have. People don't get people don't get paid for the work they do. They get paid for the knowledge that they have. And the more knowledge you have, the more you get paid. Like, we know that, right? So some of that, I think some people kind of forget that I had to put in certain work to be in the position that I am to even help people, and that took a lot of work. So it's kind of like getting a degree or something like that. So I just want to put that out there. Right now, I'm not taking any genealogy like that. If I can go real quick and look at your tree, cool. But the people that I do have, I need to get to. Um, some of your trees are a little rough. That's why I haven't gotten back to you, because I'm stuck too. But breakthroughs do happen, so just try to be patient. Also, another reason we're running through names today is the people that I've helped with genealogy, or people that need help with genealogy. You have to listen to these names. Right now, I see a name of someone, tree that I just started, and I see it, I think, connected to the Tuscarora. But see, now I can forget this. So it's your responsibility to listen to these names when we run these names through, so you know who your family is. I cannot remember every single last name, and what I will have to do is actually look at the names and go through every single piece of paper, every tribe, to find the names. That is a lot to do. Let me tell you, that's a lot to do, because you have to think how many names you have in your family tree versus how many names are on these on these lists. So, if you got 30, 20, 30 names, now I got to run 20, 30 names through here, through however many hundreds of names. So, I don't want to drag you guys out. Again, we'll give the instructions as far as the Blackfoot thing at the end. But I'm not really doing any genealogy right now, unless you can't wait for me to even start, which will probably be another month or so to even start. So that's enough with that. We can go ahead and start on some stuff. Did you want to say anything else? Because I'll go ahead and start.
Yeah, I was just gonna before we get started, say what's up to the people out there real quick. Um, want to say what's up to everybody that decided to come in today and listen to the video. Nighthawk, peace, brother. Good to see you. Arthur Gray, kind of hobnobbing, my brother. Good to see you. We also got Miss Liz Robinson. Peace to you, sis. Good to see you again. Mizak, kind of hobnobbing, my brother. Good to see you. Mr. Darkfly, brother. Shalom. Good to see you, bro. And we got Mr. Wayne Mitchell. Thank you for joining us today. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and let Legacy go with his names that he has, and then I'll, jump in here once he's done, and we'll kind of go back and forth on the information we have on surnames. And
Okay.
you up, my brother?
Okay. Well, first I want to apologize because I like paper. I'm not really a screen sharing kind of person. I really like to everything I get on books. So I just want to say that. So you're not gonna get much of a visual today from me, but you will get some visual from Opie. All right. So this is one of my ancestors. I read this a while ago. And this is about the whole Cherokee thing. People saying that they Cherokee. Okay. So Caroline Boone, daughter of Lewis Boone. Okay, so these are my distant cousins, right? So Caroline Boone was the daughter of Louis Boone, as confirmed in the 1896 Dole Commission application of her son William Boone. While there is no indication of who was the father of her son, William Boone, they both were living with James Boone, born 1780 in the 1860 census. In the previous 1850 census, the same James Boone was with a Martha Boone, aged 30, and she was born 1820, whose relationship is under whose relationship is undetermined by me. It could be that Caroline married James W. Boone and that he was the father, or on the other hand, he may not have been the father of a child at all. Following are petitions filed by her son in 1896 and a witness. Well, first, just from what we read right there, you can see how scattered documents are and how people, who on the outside didn't really know what was going on. So I'm saying that to say that the genealogy is not that simple. It can be very difficult at times because there weren't records of everything. Okay, so now you have Williams Boone's application and affidavits to the honorable the Dawes Commission on citizenship in the 5 civilized tribes in the Indian Territory. Now, mind you, these people were in North Carolina, but this is the 1896 Dawes Commission application. Now it says, your petition, William Boone, the undersigned respectfully states that he is a Cherokee Indian by blood and asks to be enrolled as a member of the Cherokee Nation of Indians in the Indian Territory. That he derives his Indian blood from his grandfather, Louis Boone, who was the father of Caroline Boone, who was the mother of the petitioner. Caroline Boone and Darkis Richardson were sisters, and both were Cherokee Indians by blood. Your petitioner states the above facts as the lawful grounds of his application for citizenship into the Cherokee Nation, and prays that his application may be fully investigated by your honorable commission and that he be adjudged to be a citizen in accordance with the laws and treaties with said nation of Indians. My age is 42 years. My postal office address is Lewisburg, North Carolina. My family consists of my wife, Sally Ann, and the following children. And he lists his children. Then it says North Carolina, Franklin County. A.B. Allen, being sworn according to law, says that he is well acquainted with William Boone, that he has lived in the same neighborhood with said Boone, and he is known among his neighbors and is recognized as a Cherokee Indian by blood. And this affidavit has always so no, this affiant has always so believed. His personal appearance shows very decidedly that he is of Indian extraction. He is of kin to the Richardsons, who are known to be of Cherokee blood. H.B. Allen. The above statement is true. We live in the same section. W.K.A. Williams, George H. Cooper, E.P. Allen, and W.J. Ward. Okay. So it goes on and on and on. But the main thing is that you have people who, of course, these people were of Tuscarora stock, and then Louis Boone actually went on and got enrolled into the Haliwa Saponi. So these were Saponis now, but they were known as Cherokee. Now this is not to say that they had no Cherokee blood, but you can see how it's a mess with this whole Cherokee thing. So with a lot of people saying that I'm Cherokee and it's that third, um, I'm not saying that you are not. I'm just saying that 9 times out of 10 you weren't seen as one for whatever reason, whether someone moved or however it went. And even the area that they were in wasn't a Cherokee area. Now, what happened 100 years before then, 200 years before then, I don't know. But yeah, don't get stuck into the Cherokee thing. If anything, you probably want to look for like rejected applications more than anything. Rejected applications. So I just wanted to put that out there. Opie, you got anything to say about that?
Yeah. So I have actually seen some of the rejected applications that you're talking about from some of my ancestors on my father's side. So just like Legacy is saying, just because they kind of made that like a for some reason that that you're Cherokee, kind of just like a big grouping. And I did mention last time when we were live that one particular role, and I believe it's a Cherokee role, that also says that people in that row were Catawbas. But if you go to that role, and I wish I knew which one it was, but like I said, Wanagi did a video about it, but that role pretty much has probably all of our surnames in it. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's got a lot. So yeah, that's definitely some of the same information I've seen as well, Legacy.
Yeah, so I definitely wanted to say that. Now we can get to some names. I wanted to start with this Tuscarora, because we are closely related to them in different areas. Even with the Tudelo that have moved up to New York, and some people who mixed in, down in North Carolina, or even up to Maryland, because we had Tuscaroras go far as Maryland also. So I'm going to run some of those names, and then from there we can get into some other names. But I figure we go through affiliations first. So I'll start with the Tuscarora, then I have some PD names, and then I guess Opie, you could take over and go to the Lumbee after that. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
surnames from the North Carolina group, excluding the New York Chiefs, include, and these are the Tuscaroras. Okay, and also listen for these names because we have the Scororas through the brother Lavelle Pierce, and they are accepting applications. The Scorora Wakan and the Cape Fear Indians. Okay, so listen closely to these names. All right,
Hey,
so
Legacy, before you go, is this a role or is it just surnames?
these are just surnames.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just,
Okay.
just just surnames from a website I printed out.
Okay.
Okay, so you have Allen, Basket, Blunt, Bridgers, Kane, Charles, Cope, Cornelius, Dennis, George, Gibson or Gibson, Hancock, Harry, Hicks, Howitt, Jack, James. Um, let's see. You got a Captain Joe, Lawson, Lightwood, Little John, Lloyd, Miller, Mitchell, Netop, Netop. Oin, or Oin, or Owen, or Owens, spelled different ways. Paget or Paget, Pagett. Pug, Pugh. Randall, Rash, Rice, Hill, Roberts or Robarts or Robards, Rogers, spelled different names. Rogers, Roggers. Then you have Seneca or Senecar, Smith, Saki, Square Hooks, Stone, Strawberry, Taylor, Thomas or Tomas, Tough Dick, Tyler, Walker, Wheeler, Whitmill, Wiggins or Wiggans, Wine Oak, and Yolone, Yollone. Now, also this Wine Oak, I believe, connected to some Catawbas, also South Carolina. So if you were coming out of South Carolina, you could be connected to either one. Now you have Tuscarora people in New York, from North Carolina, from New York.
Hey,
Uh,
Legacy.
yeah,
Mizak asked if you said Rogers.
yes, yes, I did.
Yes,
Rogers,
Mizak.
Rogers, Rogers, Rodgers, and Rogers, Roggers. All right. So now we have uh so the surnames of the Tuscarora people who returned to North Carolina from New York to deal with land sales and negotiations include Abraham, Big Fish, Billy, Casey, Chew, Cussick, Jack, Jacob, Johnson, Jones, Green, King, Lewis, Longboard, Lovedenny, Mount Pleasant, Printup or Prantup, Prantup, Saccarusa, Sachem, Smith, Thomas, War Chief, and William. Then we have Tuscarora same names recorded from New York in the War of 1812. Allen, Beach, Black Nose, Cussick, Fox, or that Cussick could be maybe Cusack. So we got to look at all of that. Fox, Green, Henry, Miller, Mount Pleasant, Patterson, Pemberton, Peter, Printup, Sky, Smith, Thompson, Williams. Okay. So now we're going to go down. The next record I was able to find was Indian Census of New York, 1888, 1891, in which I found the following Tuscarora surnames. Also, I think I've seen some of these surnames with the Meharan, I believe. Alvis, Anderson, Bubleton, Beubleton, Bumbleton, Bissell, Brayley, Beaver, Cussick, Chew, Douglas, DeFurest, Defeurest, Fish, Garlow, Green, Gansworth, Hewitt, Hill, Henry, Isaac, Johnson, Jonson, which I'm pretty sure you could spell the other way also. Jack, Jones, Jacob, Jonathan, Jennison, Jenison, Jemison, Jemison. Okay, so it's Jen as in Nancy, and then Jem as in Michael, Jennison, Lonto, Lonto, Mount Pleasant, Martin, Miller, Nash, Patterson, Printup, Peter, Racket, Sylvester, Smith, Seneca, Thompson, Williams, White. Okay, let's go down. Miller. All right, so that's it for the. Okay, I see something down here. In fact, the records tell us clearly that William Kane, a Tuscarora youth, remained, and we know he reached the age of maturity, declined to move to New York, and was last seen heading for Riley. Okay, a William Kane in Riley. A woman named Esther Gibson remained, and at least one other female child. Others likely remained as well, but aren't named in financial records or had married and assimilated or moved elsewhere in earlier generations between the Tuscarora War in 1711 and the official final removal to New York in 1802. See, so this is why we don't always go by names. Go back as far as you can, 1800 and hopefully further, and look at the area you were in, because your ancestor may have lost their name, but the tribe may have the name, because tribal people just keep records. That's
Hey,
how they
can
stay
I
tribal.
say something too, real quick?
Hmm.
Um, Also, too, when the surnames are being listed off, and you guys catch something that you may have seen in your family. The one thing too is, if you are wanting to, if your goal is to become a tribal member, and I always state this, I know some people, that's what they want to do. I know some people do not, and that's fine. But if your goal is to, become a tribal member, that's one of the importance, and why Legacy keeps on saying that you need to have started some kind of genealogy, because most of these tribes will want genealogy paperwork, no matter who it is you're connected to. So you're going to have to put in some work as far as that goes. So we can read you surnames all day long, but you got to have done some kind of genealogy work to get into the tribe that we're a part of, and I'm pretty sure any other tribe. So I just wanted to throw that out there, Legacy.
Definitely. There's no tribe that's going to take you. If a tribe takes you with no genealogy, which I'm sure there are some out there that will, you don't need to be part of that. Okay? So be very careful out here, especially now
Yeah,
with the
stay
climate.
clear of them tribes.
Yeah, with the climate that's going on right now, you don't want to be a part of that. So I have some PD names, and we're in close relation with them too. Okay, PD Indians of South Carolina. Gonna run those names. Argo, Argoe. Bears, Bears. How you spell bears? Regular, right? Bird, Bonner, Bowen, Bowen. I have somebody who's a Bowen. If you hear this name, you need to contact me, because again, it's 1,000 names. All right. I probably won't see that name again. Bowen, Brave Boy, Bunch, Carpenter, Chandler, Chavers, Chavis, Collins, Commons, Commins, which probably could be Commons, right? Or Cummings maybe. Carter, James, Clark, Cook, Deas, Hall, Hamilton, Huffman, Hunt, Hutto, Hutto, Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lowery, Lowery, Marbury, Nagin, Nunes, Newnes, and the Nagin is Nagin, Nagin, Nunes, Owens, Oxidine, Quick, Reed, Read, Reed, Reed. I have a Reed, Reed. Reynolds, Rose.
Hey, Legacy.
Hey.
Sorry to stop you. So I just wanted to point something out real quick too
Hmm.
while you're reading these names. You guys pay attention to these surnames, because you're going to hear them in multiple tribes. Okay, this is important. All right, you can go ahead.
Yeah, because this in most cases this has to do with certain areas in most cases, right? once you trace your family back. So yeah, so you're gonna see Reed all over the place, Oxidon all over the place. Um, Reynolds, Reynolds, like the aluminum foil, Reynolds. Rose, Rouse or Rouse, Rouse, Rouse. Scott, Smith, Soley, Solley, Soley, Solley. Sweat, Sweat. I see a lot of sweats. Thompson, a lot of Thompsons. West, Whitlock, Williams, Wise, and Wooten. Wooton. Wooten. Okay. And you're probably going to see these names in other places. A lot of these names, because from what I gather, the PD may be more of a Melungian at this point. Um, that's just my opinion from stuff that we've read about them. Mixing with Catawbas and other tribes. So that's why you see a lot of these names you see across tribes because they're probably maybe part of all or probably even half of the tribes that the names are in. So we have to keep that in consideration. If you're ready, you can go ahead over to the Lumbee, and then I could come back and read off some Catawbas and Tutelos.
Okay, cool. All right, guys. So I'm going to actually show some. I'm going to screen share here. So let me get that set up.
Got you. And we're reading off these other tribes because these tribes are connected.
Yep,
So
that's right.
people saying that they Blackfoot, you don't know where you fall at, where you may fall at, what surname might be connected. So
That's right. So, guys, I have read off of this list before, but again, we want to keep on going over these to kind of refresh your memory. And I'm gonna read a little bit of the origins of the Lumbee, Robeson County, North Carolina. So, again, Morris F. Britt wrote this, and again, we're gonna dodge hijacks because you already know they're coming. Okay. Anytime anyone's trying to write about our history or anything that has to do with us, you know, they're going to throw in these African American, slave, all that other stuff is going to be thrown in there. So I need for you guys to dodge these hijacks. Okay. So let me get into this here. This is typically members of public, researchers of the Lumbee, and BIA staff members have vastly underestimated the number of Lumbee surnames. So as I read through this, you guys are going to see there's a ton of these Lumbee surnames. Okay. So a lot of you are going to have some surnames that fall in this. Me and Legacy do as well. So just keep in mind, like Legacy and myself, we keep saying it's all about location. Okay. It says even those living in Robertson County among the Lumbee fall or fail to recognize the large number of different Lumbee names. It says by 1900 Robertson County had at least 120 documented surnames. So with most Indian tribes, there's not even that many. I mean, this is a lot. Would you agree, Legacy?
yeah,
120.
yeah, and again, the line he just read, 120. I mean, that's a lot, but not really, because we don't even think like to be fluent in language, right? In the English language, like 10,000 words.
Right.
Like when my son was 2, he knew he was 2 or 3, and he knew like 300 words. So sometimes we don't look at it as a big number till we see it.
Right.
But
Right.
the last line, listen to that carefully. It said the Lumbees fail to what? It said the Lumbees fail to recognize the large number of different Lumbee names. So even though you are Lumbee, 9 times out of 10 you
Exactly.
won't be accepted unless you fall into their particular family group.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it says self-identified as Indians listed in the Indian Federal Census. Other Lumbees had long left the greater Lumbee settlement area or disappeared as family names. This is currently the number of names for families, at least partially Lumbee, is growing exponentially. Every issue of the Robesonian documents the marriages and deaths of local Lumbees who left several sons and daughters who married outside the Lumbee tribe. Okay. It goes on to say surnames are particularly tricky in Robeson County because many names may be white, Lumbee, or African American, or all three. So, like I told you guys, Dodgy's hijacks. Many names are stereotypically Lumbee, and others almost invariably white or black because people often list themselves as they choose. There is no official government, social, or biological yardstick to determine whether an individual giving information is Lumbee, but going as white or possibly black, going as Lumbee. So I did a video just to kind of give you some context here. I did a video, it's been a while ago, but it's in the playlist about what's going on in Robeson County. And basically, what you have there, I believe, I want to say like maybe 1930 or 50, somewhere in the 1900s, early 1900s. They started listing certain people who chose, that they wanted to be Indian, they started listing them that way on the census. And then you're going to see neighbors and people with the same surnames in these same census down as Negro or whatever term they were using at that time. But that's a good, paragraph there. I've seen it. So I've seen it firsthand in their census. If you go into Ancestry and just type in that county, and I think if you start, if you hit the 1900 census and then work your way up to current, you'll see what I'm talking about. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and this is a long, if you guys want to read this, I'll drop this link so people can go, and check this out on their own. Let me do that real quick, and then I'll get into the surnames. All right. So that's in the chat. So let me go ahead and get into the surnames. Let me see if there's any on this page. If there isn't, I'll jump to the next. Okay. So the first name, they're going to do these in alphabetical order. So I'm not going to read all the stuff behind it. I'm just reading the surnames only. Okay. So the first one is going to be Adams. Adams. Next one's going to be Alford. Alford. And let me blow this up a little bit just in case people can't see it. There we go. All right. So I think that's it for that page. So we're going to move on to the next one. So next we have Allen. Allen. Okay. Our next surname is Alessio. Alessio. Next we have Allison. Next we have Emmanuel. So as you guys can also see here, if you go over a few spaces, Emmanuel. So Emmanuel or Emmanuel. Okay. Next we have the surname Ammons. Ammons. All right. Next we have Anderson. All right. Just like I was telling you guys before, in some of the other tribes that Legacy was reading off, you heard these same surnames. Okay. Next we have Anelli. Anelli. Next we have Applewhite. Applewhite. All right. Next we have Arena. Arena. All right. Our next surname is Atkins or Adkins. So one with a T, one with a D. All right. Next we have Arthurs. Authers. All right, next we have Avant, Avant. All right, so next we are into the B's. We got Baker, we have Banner, Barden, Bardowell, Barfield. So we have barefoot spelled two different ways. So barefoot or barefoot like the animal bear. Next we have Barkley. Next we have Barnes, Barnes. All right. Next we have Bartley. Bartley. You guys know the various ways that can be spelled as well. Next we have Barton, Barton. Next we have Bass, Bass. Next we have Baxley, Baxley. Next we have Beasley. So we see the two different spellings here. Next we have Baxter, Beck, Beeson. We have Belch. We have the Bell surname. So I think we had somebody in a few of the live streams asking about that one.
And we told them that they were Melungian. And here they are, Melungian.
Yep. All right. So our next one is going to be Benson, Benson. Next we have Barry, Berry. Next we have Bethea, Bethea. All right. Next we have Bibby. So you can see the two different ways that's spelled Bibby. All right. Next we got Biggs, Biggs. Next we have Bird, Bird. Next we have Black. Next we have Blackburn, Blackmon. Next we have Blanks. Next we have Bledsoe, Block. We have the surname Blue. Now I've seen that, here in the Lumbee tribe and also in, I believe, Catawba tribes as well, that surname. Next we have Bodnar, Bodnar. We got Bollinger. We got Bonneret, Bonerette. We got Bonnell. We got Bonnet. We have Borden. We have Borden, Borgden. We have Boss. We got Bowman. We got Burgoyne, Bourgoin. Next we have Boyette. And then next we have Bowens or Bowen. Bowen or Bowen. Okay. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, so going into the C's. Let me get rid of the ones I've already done here. All right. Okay. Sorry, I think I skipped some here. Okay. So our next one here, we're still in the B's. My apologies. We have Branch, Branch. We have Brassel. All right. Next we have Brave Boy. So all the different spellings of Brave Boy. Next we have, let's see here. Next we have Breeden, Breeden. Next we have Brewer, spelled both ways. All right. Legacy, are you able to see the chat? In case anyone has any questions, you can stop me because I can't see it at the moment.
Nah.
Okay. So we're on Burlington. Let me just click back real quick in case anybody's got any questions. I just wanted to pop in here real quick. All right, just checking things out. Okay. So what's up to Tanisha F? Good to see you, sis. We got Chickasaw Rising. Honor, sis, to have you in here. So Hustle, salute to you, my brother. Good to see you. Red Lion, salute to you as well, sir. Tim Buck, son of Papoose. Honor as always. Let's see. We got Yabez. Good to see you. All right, y'all. We're going to get back to it. All right. Our next surname. So this is Lumbee Surnames for anyone that just came into the chat.
Yeah, real quick,
Yes,
I
sir.
want to say also that we had a lot of tribes that were coming up, Chickasaws, and we had Creeks up in South Carolina too. So you're gonna see some names mixed up with them also.
Okay. Good information. Our next surname is going to be Brewington. All right. Next one we have is Bryant, and that's spelled two different ways. Next we got Bridger. We got Bridgeman. We got Brigman. 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 All right. Next we have Britt. Britt. All right. Next we got Brogdon or Brogdon. Spelled two different ways. All right. Next we got Brooks. Brooks. All right. Next we have Broom. Broom. Next we have Brown. All right. Got a lot of Browns out there. We got Brolin. We got Brewer. So this is the other spelling that we saw above. Brian. Bryant. Bullard. Bullard. All right. Next we got Bullock. Burke. Burnett. Spelled two different ways. Let's see. We got Boucher. Buschur. We have Bustle. All right. We got Butler. All right. We have Bird. So this is the other spelling. All right. Byrd. We have, so now we're getting into the C's. Okay. So now we're at Kane. Our next name is Carsey or Kersey. So you're going to see these two different spellings, but they're both going to be in here. We got Calder. All right. We got Caldwell, Callahan, Campbell, Kennedy or Kennedy. So you're going to see both of those different spellings. We got Cannon, Carsey. All right. Okay. So that's that one. Let's move on to the next one. All right. So next we got Carter. So that's going to be a big one. Next we have Casper. Let's see here. Next we have Castro, Calder, Culk, Chance, Channel, Chapman, Chavis, and all the spellings, all the different spellings. We have, let's see here. Next we got Cheatham. All right, we got Clark, two different ways to spell Clark. We have Clearwater, Cluis. All right. Next we have Klein. All right, let's move on to the next one. Next one we got, looks like Chloe Riley. Next we have Coates, Cobb, Cole, Coleman. We went over that before. Cooler, Collins. We have Connor, spelled two different ways. We have Collins. All right, we got Connor again. We have the Cooks, so Cook. We have Cooper, Copeland. So like I said, a lot of you guys are going to start seeing your family surnames in here. We got Cortopasy. We got Cottrell. We have Cox, Craddock, We have Creel, all the different spellings. We got Crowley. All right. We got Cryer, Colbert. We got Cumbo, all the different spellings for Cumbo. We have Cummings or Cummins. All right. And next we have Daignault. So we're into the D's. We got Daniel. We got Davis. All right. Again, all this is going to be depending on location. So that's that one. Let's go to the next one. All right. So on the next one, we got Deal. We got D's, Dees, and then all the different spelling variations. We have Demery. All right. All the different spellings. We have Dean, Dial, or Doyle, Dial. All that's in here. All right. We have Didier. We have Digiovanni. Maybe it's Digiovanni. We got Dixon, Donahue, Dover, Drake, Driggers. We got, let's see, we got Drink Water, Duckworth, Durden. Okay. We have Dyson, the two different ways to spell that. All right. We got Eastworth. All right. We got Eddings, Edens, Edwards, Ellerby, Elsie, Emmanuel. So I told you guys you'd see that again. We got Epps, EPPS, and all the different spellings. We have Evans, the two different ways to spell that. We have Faircloth. So now we're into the F's. So we got Faircloth, Falk, Fields. We got Finnan. We got Fishback. We have Five Ash, Fletcher, Flores, Flowers, Floyd, Foster, Fowler, Freeman. All right. We have French. We have Fur, Furr. Okay. Now we're getting into the G's. We got Gandy, Gann, Gardner, Gibbs, Gibson, Giddens, Gill, Gins, Gins. We have Goldbolt or Godbolt. We have Good or Godwin. We got Goins and all the different spellings of Goins. All right, we got, let's see, Goodman, Goolsby, Gordon, Goss. We got Graham, Grantham, Grant, Graves, Green, Grigerson, Griffin, Groms. We got Grooms. All right, so that's it with that one.
One second. That you could go ahead. Well, 1 second. With that, what's the name? That Goolsby could be Coolsby also. I have a Goolsby. So if you see your name again, you got to write this stuff down.
Yeah, pay
All right,
attention to
because
this.
people travel before there was a census. Okay, so
Absolutely.
we got to think about that also. People travel before that, so you could be anywhere. You could be
Absolutely.
anywhere, and you know they could have left the area in 1600.
Mm-hmm.
Who would know that? You know, except for the tribes. So
That's
you
right.
know, if you hear the names, you have to write it down.
All right. So next we have Groves. Okay, now we're getting into the H's. We got Haga, Hagens. So all the different spellings. We have Haynes, all the different spellings. We got Hares. We got Hall, Hammonds, all the different spellings there. We got Hanchy. We have Hand, Hannon, Hardy, and all the different spellings that will go along with that. Harden. All right, two different spellings there. Hargroves, we have Harp, Harp. We have Harper. We got Harrelson. We have Harris, Hatcher. We got Hats with two A's. We have Hahn, Hawkins. We have Haywood, Henderson, Hernandez. We have Herring, Harrington, Hetzker with a H. Higgins, Hodge, Holcomb. We got Holman, Holloway. We have Holmes, Howard, Howe, and Howell with spelled Howell. We got Howie, Howington, Hux, Huddleston. We got Hudson. We got Huggins, spelled various different ways. We got Hughes. We got Hunt. Let's see. So now we're into the I's. Okay. So now we're starting with Ickler, Ireland, Irvin, spelled two different ways. We got Isaacs, Israel, all right, spelled a couple different ways. We got Ivy, all right. We have, let's see who's next. All right, so now we're into the J's. So we have, let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. We have Jackson, Jacobs. We got James. We have Jeffries, Jernigan, Johnson or Johnston. All right. We got Jones. Okay. We got Jorgensen. All right. Now we're going to the K's. So we got Camper, Key, Kammer. We got Kearns. We have Kersey. All right. We got Kimbler, King, Kip, Kirby, spelled two different ways. We got Kirksey. We have Klein, Knight, Knights, so both spelled with a K. And I believe that is it for that one. All right. So before I get started, let me look back in the chat, see if anybody had anything that I'm missing. Empress Holbert, Peta Wa State of you, sis. Good to see you in here.
Yeah, Empress Holbert, email me.
Yeah, Empress Holbert, email Love Legacy. It's lovelegacy500@gmail. All right. Let's see here. Let me get back to it. Okay, so next we got Cobber, Koss. All right, now we're into the L's. We got Lamb, Lambert. We got Landers, Langley. We have Larkins. We have Leighton, Leach, Ledwell. We have Lee, Lee. We got Liggett or Leggett. We got Laren, Lennon, spelled two different ways. Levener or Lavener. We got Lewis, Lenhart, Lloyd. We got Locky. We got Locklear, and all the different spellings of that. We got, let's see here. We got Lockley. We got Long, Love, Lovelace, Love It. We got Lowry, all the different spellings of Lowry. We have, let's see here. We got Lloyd, Lucas, the two different ways of spelling that. We got Lucent, Lucente. It's either Lucent or Lucente, one or the other. All right, now we're into the M's. We got Mabe, Maynor, all the different ways of spelling Maynor. We got Malcolm, Malone, Manitas, Manetas. We have man, spelled Manne, Manor, Manor. We got manual, so that's a connection with Emmanuel or a manual, the manuals. Okay. Next, we got Marks. We got Marnus. We got Martin. We got Mace or Macy. Maxwell. We have Maynor again. We got Mayulanios. So I haven't heard of that one. We got McAllister, McAldy, McCaffrey, McCall, McCollum, McClennan. We got McCullen, McDonald, McDougal, McGee, McGirt, McKay, McLaughlin, McLean. Let's see, we got McMillan, McNeil, McPhail, McPherson, McRae. All right, we got McVicker. We got Mercer, Miller, Milligan, Mills, Mitchell. All right, I think that's it for that one. Legacy, you have anything while I'm switching over?
Nah, I just see a lot of names that are connected to other tribes.
Yep.
So all I say is, man, people were traveling like crazy.
Yeah, they were
mixing like crazy. So
yep.
At this point, man, we all Melungians, man.
Yeah. So next we got Newsom, Newton, Nichols, Nobles, Nolan, Noriega. We got Norris, Norton. Let's see, we got O'Berry. We got Odom, Olson, Orozco, Ortiz, Overton, Owens, Overstreet, Oxendine. We got, let's see. So we're into the P's. We got Pace. We got Panko. All right. And next we have Parham, Parker, Pate, Patrick, Paul, Pavey or Peavy. All right. Next we have Perry, Pepper, Perez, Perkins, spelled two different ways. We got Perry, Petchke, Petty, Pavia. We got Farrow, Pierce, Pinchbeck. We got Pittman. We got Pone, Pone. We got Porter. All right. A couple times on there. We got Poston, Powell, Prather, Prescott, Pravati or Pravat. We got Prine, Pruitt. All right. So now we're getting into the Q's. All right. We have the surname Quick. All right. And that's it for that one. All right, next one. Let me make sure I get back to the top. Okay. So we got Quinto. We got Ragsdale, Rains, Raleigh, Ransom, Ratley. We got Reed. We got Regan. We got Renner. We have Revel. So all the different spelling, Revels, all the different spellings of that. We got Reynolds or Runnels. All right. We have Rye, RHY. We got Richardson, Riley, Rob, ROBB. We got Roberts, so spelled two different ways. We have, let's see, we got Rogers, two different spellings of Rogers. We got Roland, Roller. We have Rouse, Rouse. We got Rao, Roland, Rosier. All right. We got Russell. We got Sampson. All right. We got Sanders, Sanderson. We have Santee, and we've gone over this in detail. Santee. We got Sarvis, Sawyer, Scoggins, Scott. We got Seal, Seeley. We got Sechenbaugh, Shaver, Shepherd, Sheriff. We have Shook, Schrader. We have Shoemate. We got Sickler. We got Simeon, Simons, Sizemore, Skipper, Slate, Smiling, Smith. We have Stacks, Stagner, Spalding, Spence, Spencer, Springsteen, Stantner, Stapleton. We have Steen, Stewart. We have St. John. We have Stocks, Strickland, spelled two different ways. We have, let's see here, Sweat. Okay, we have the Sweat surname. We got Stewart again, spelled it two different ways. Stocks, Storm, Sturdivant. We got such a Cox. We have Sutton. We got Sweat or Sweet on here again. All right, that's it for that one. And we're getting to the very last page here, guys. So last one here. Let me get up to the top. We got Sweeting, Tadlock, Taylor, Terry, Teeter, Thatcher, Thomas, Thompson, Tickle, Todd, Toller, Townsend, Turner, Tudor, spelled two different ways. We have Tyler, Tyner. We got Ussery. We have Valentine. We have Vaughn, spelled two different ways. Wade, Walden, Walker, Wallace, Walters, Warwicks. All right, spelled a few different ways there. Walters, Waltman, Warwick on here. So we got Warwick as well. Warwick's again. It's on here for a fourth time. Watson. We got Warrens, Weatherly, Webb, Werwith, West, Wharton, White, Whitehead, Whittemore, Wiggins, Wilcox, Wilkerson, Wilkins. Let's see. We got Williams, Williamson, Willis, Wilson, Winfrey, Wynn, Wolford, Woodall. We got Woods or Wood. We got Woodell, all the different spellings. Warwick's again. We got Workman, Works, Wardley, Wright, Wynn, Yarborough, Young, and that would be the end of that. All right, Legacy.
Yeah, man.
So
that's a whole lot. And
yeah,
remember a lot of those names you just read, I just read off the Tuscarora line.
Yep. And a lot of them were in there.
Mm-hmm. And there was one I just forgot that you did.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know you had a shoemate. That could be shoemake, and also shoemaker too.
Oh, yeah.
Possibly because I come across those names also. And there was another name on there I wanted to say something about, but I forgot now. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying, guys. So I see people in the chat saying that they have they've seen 6 or 7 of their names. And that's the point, A lot of those, a lot of those people were in, that area of Robertson. So, like Legacy was saying, a lot of those tribes, like the Lumbee in particular, they have certain, guidelines that they set as far as people trying to get into the tribe. So, just keep that in mind. And
Yeah,
Wanagi, appreciate the donation, brother. Thank you.
yeah. But also you can go back further
Hmm.
than that, right?
Yep.
Because the Lumbee they only go on by like the 1900 and 1910 census. But remember, they're like a Melungeon group. They're a mixed group. So you got Cherokee in there, you got Chiraw, you have Catawba, and I don't even know what else is in there. I think probably even some creek blood also,
Hmm. Hmm.
right? So you got to think about all of that, and then maybe trace back further than them and connect to another tribe, like the Chiraw or whatever. So you just can't don't get stuck in the box like, okay, I'm Lumbee and that's it. You may have to go further. You may have to get up and go to places to trace even further back, and open up another line. Every time you go back, you find more people, and you open up more lines.
Yep.
So it's so important if you can't get the information online that you actually go to these places and find the info.
Yep. And Yabez, that Robertson is in North Carolina. North Carolina.
Yeah, but they were also in other areas too. Look up the Lost Creek settlement.
Yep.
Yeah, look up that. They were like jumping across the border between North and South Carolina, I believe.
Yes, sir.
So we had to look at all of those different things, right? Everybody
And
didn't
those
just
people went to
decide to pick
Virginia
up.
too. Virginia,
Yeah,
Maryland as well.
yeah. So a lot of times people didn't decide to pick up, right?
Hmm.
So sometimes people just stayed in certain places, which I believe we read that earlier. How people were staying, other people were
Hmm.
going and leaving. I think I read that on the Tuscarora when I was going through the Tuscarora surnames. Um, so now I guess I'll go through give my brother a break. We're gonna go through some of these names, but I'm gonna let you know,
Hold
man.
on for a second
Mhm.
before you do that. I saw
Okay.
something here in the chat. I'll put on the screen. Urban Rock Media. Have you? I think you were talking to them last time we had a live. They said the Nanaco chief told his blood cousin he had to check his genealogy. Shaking my head.
Yeah, you don't know where the line falls at.
Right. Right.
Okay, so just because they're cousins doesn't mean they're connected through the tribe.
You still there, Legacy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm done. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought you wanted to add something.
No, you're good. You're
Oh, I
good.
want to let y'all know, man, that I do love y'all because I'm over here fighting some chicken and macaroni and cheese, man. I had to stop to to run some names. Um, so that's love, man. I got some fried chicken and some macaroni, man, and bruh, it's hitting. Anyway, what did I want to say before I start? Oh, people with Spanish names. Don't always think you're gonna end up in Puerto Rico or somewhere, man. You might end up in North Carolina and be confused. You do see Spanish names. We just ran through some, right? We ran through one Spanish name. I don't remember what it was, Hernandez, and then we came to Noriega. All right, so keep that in mind. The Spanish, I believe, the Spanish were there before the English. So let me run down some of these Catawbas. Mm. Okay, so you have a Captain Johnny Bullen, Bullen, a Catawba chief during the French and Indian War, 1758. You have a Captain French. He's Catawba, 1758. A John Austin, recorded as Saponi in 1755, and Catawba in 1770 through 71. That's Austin, Austen. John Austin. You have Morrison, Catawba. All these Catawba names. Morrison, Harris, Canty, Ayers, George, Marsh or Mush. All right. So these are Pamunkeys and Catawbas with Marsh and Mush. You have Kennedy. I have a cousin that descends from a Kennedy, and so she's Catawba and Saponi. You have Caponis. You have Blue, Saunders, Brown, Taylor, Hauser, McDowell, Redhead, Thames, Timms, Heathcock, Jeffries, Jeffrys. Okay, so you see how many ways they spell Jeffries. You have Guy. You have Hart, Hart and Heart. Stevens or Stephens. Head, last name Head. You have Patterson, right? Shout out to Arthur Gray. You have Cook, Bullen, French, Whiteside. Shout out to Whiteside. All right. We got Millie Hastcock, Hast, right? In Guilford County, North Carolina, 1836. You have Ned Sizemore, Indian, either from Halifax County, North Carolina, or Virginia, about 1748. He also lived on the Catawba River on the Catawba Reservation. You have Goins, Catawba Indian from Virginia. They moved to Hamilton and Granger counties in Tennessee by the 1840s and 1850s. Okay, so Goins, so they moved to Hamilton and Granger counties in Tennessee by 1840, 1850. Want to shout out the brother Sterling Lucky. We got those Goins. We got Jeffries. Okay, it says Catawba Indians. The Saponis are called Catawba after the French and Indian War and after their northern relatives merged with Iroquois in 1753, talking about the Tutelo. The Jeffreys were from Greensville County, Virginia in the 1820s. One second. Sorry about that. That's my little one. My apologies.
You good, bro?
He's finished eating, so we had to stop the show. Okay. So now we have so yeah, so that just said a lot. Where am I at now? Edmund Kingsbury, Catawba Indian, Stokes County, North Carolina, 1844. We have a George Thore, Thore. Okay, so now you had Kingsbury in Stokes County, North Carolina. Now you have a George Thore, Thore, Catawba Indian from Stokes and Halifax counties. We have Finley, Finley, Findley, Finly. Indian children stolen from a Catawba village in Prince George County, Virginia. A Catawba village in Prince George County, Virginia. Write that down. And this is from court records. So you had a Catawba village in Prince George County, Virginia. People who have people in Prince George County, all right, could possibly be Catawba. The Finley family. You have Jeffries, spelled different ways, even Jeffers. Okay, Indians from Greensville and Brunswick County, Virginia. They are called Catawbas in Senate documents. Okay, Dill's History of Greene County, Ohio, and the Draper Papers. So Greene County, Ohio, Greensville and Brunswick, Virginia, Jeffries in Ohio and in Virginia, Greensville, Brunswick County, Virginia, and Greene County, Ohio. Have the
Hey,
Guy family. Hey,
legacy. What year
um, it
does it
does
say?
not say. It says
Okay.
Senate. Anybody who needs to write this down, Senate document number 144. Senate document number 144. Dills, Dills, Dills History of Greene County, Ohio, and the Draper Papers, Jeffrey's Family, Greensville and Brunswick County, Virginia. They are called Catawbas in the Senate document number 144, Dills History of Greene County, Ohio, and the Draper Papers, Draper, Draper. So now we have the Guy family, Gui and Guie. They are Indians from Greensville and Brunswick counties, Virginia. Again, if you have people in Greensville and Brunswick counties in Virginia, they are recorded as Catawba in Draper's manuscript. Okay, and the U.S. Senate document number 144. You have the Heathcocks. Okay, and if you got Heathcock, you already know. Okay, then you have the Chaco, Chawco, Chaco. All right, Chaco. Okinichi chief signer at Fort Christ Anna joined the Saponi Nation 1714. Okinichi chief. Then you have Mastegono, Mastegonoe, Saponi, chief that signed at the Treaty of Middle Plantation, Virginia, 1680. Then you have Shuranog, Shurenough, chief headman of the Monacans at the Treaty of Middle Plantation, Virginia, 1680. And you have Techapoke, Tachapoke, Techapoke, Saponi headman, signed at the Treaty of Middle Plantation, 1680. Amorelek, Amorolek, Monacan, taken prisoner by Captain John Smith. Then you got Katuk Kowatik, Katuckweitik. And he's a Monacan. Only reason I'm reading these chiefs' names is because who knows, they may have been passed down as a regular name and you don't recognize it and probably never even thought about it. You have Rosichi, Roseechy, Roseecchee, Okinichi, headman of the Okinichi, Heikolats. It says Heikolats, it says Okinichi, Heikolats, Ananekton, and Mannequins of Okinichi Island, Virginia. Okay, so I'm pretty sure these are different tribes, right? Heikolats, Ananekton, and Mannequins, which are probably Monacans, on Okinichi Island, Virginia. Okay. Then you have Indian John Haskell, Okinichi, 1674. Haskell, Hasecoll. Then you got Tanhisoka, which is a chief. All right, Tanhisoka. Nasan, a Tulo guide for bats and Fulham in Virginia. Okay, now let's get back to some names because we'll be there forever with these names. If you have a last name Bearskin, I mean, then you should know you're Indian. Sawney, also. All right, these are Saponis also. Then you have Great George, Saponi in Virginia. Last name George, Great George. John Sawano, Sauano, Saponi. Ben Harrison, Saponi, 1728. Captain Tom, Capton, Captain Tom. Also remember, people named their children Captain, Lieutenant, all kind of stuff back then. So they may not have been an actual captain. That may have been their name. Captain Tom. Okay, Tony Mack, Saponi, Virginia. Arent letter, Arent, Arent letter, 1728. So it must be a letter that they wrote. Arent letter, Arent letter. 1728. That's for our historians. Anybody want to check that out? Pyah, Pyah. Saponi Tom, last name Tom or first name Tom, but it's Saponi Tom. Then you have Coffee, Coffey, Saponi, Virginia. Okay, you have Irvin, Ervin, Harry Irvin, Saponi. You have Dick, maybe last name Dick, first name Dick, I'm not sure, but Dick, Saponi, Virginia. Okay, Chief Tom, Saponi. So more than likely, it's probably a last name Tom that's in Virginia. Chief of the Mahanip, Chief Tom, Chief Mahanip, Chief Tom, Saponi, Fort Christ Anna, 1728. So Mahanip and Tom. We got more Toms. We got a lot of Toms. We have Pryor, Pryor, in Fort Christ Anna, Virginia, and we have Irvin with an I, Irvin with an I, in Fort Christ Anna. Then we have Maniassa, Manniassa. All right. This might sound like I'm just wasting my time, but you actually might run into these people and don't know what tribe they're in and maybe can't find it, but I do have it in my book. Okay. You have Blind Tom. We have Little Zach. All of these are Saponis. And Orange County, Virginia. Alexander Machartoon. Machartoon in Orange County, Virginia. Bowling, last name Bowling, John Bowling, in Orange County, Virginia, 1742. We have Isaac, we have Harry, we have Tom, we have Charles Gibb, last name Gibb, Orange County, Virginia, 1742. Moses Riddle or Riddle, Ridle, Moses Riddle or Riddle, Indian, Pittsylvania County, Virginia. Pittsylvania County, Virginia. And most people in that area are Saponis. We have the Harris family. Okay, Saponi. It says the last speakers of the Saponi language, 1819, 1825. Captain Harry, a Sapone Indian, Saopone. They spelled it Sapone, who knew some English at Cheraw Town in South Carolina in 1758. So you see the Saponi with the Cheraw. Okay. Then you have Charles Griffin, a Saponi, Orange County, Virginia. We have a John Griffin. John Griffin's family received a 250-acre grant on the waters of Congaree, Toms and Griffin Creeks area. There you go again with the name Tom. Toms and Griffin Creeks area. Griffin was part of its large free person of color, okay, free person of color community in Richland. People in Richland, free person of color, Congaree, right? The waters of Congaree on the Congaree River, right? So the Congarees and the Saponis or the Catawbas, all right, in Richland, in the Richland district, okay, and John Griffin's family received a 250-acre grant. Okay, South Carolina, Richland District, South Carolina. His wife, father was part Saponi from North Carolina. John's sons were Gideon, Morgan, and John, and a daughter, Hannah or Johanna. Okay, last name Johnson, Saponi. One Indian took the name of Johnson after John Johnson, who lived in Saponia. 1711. Butler was another old name acquired by the Indian. Butler and Johnson in Saponia. Hey Opie, Saponia, where's that at again? Is that Virginia or Pennsylvania? Where's that at?
Onion.
Saponia. Yeah.
While you're talking, I'll look at that.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so you have Johnson and then you have Butler, last name Butler. Then you have Mayberry, Jack, an Indian slave acquired by Francis Mayberry, Maberry, around 1702. Robin, Jack, and Nan Mayberry in Surrey County, Virginia, are sold as Indian slaves in 1713. Mayberry, Maberry, Berry, and maybe Mayberry. You have Indian Spring Jack. Indian Spring Jack is mentioned in appraisal of an estate, Prince George County, Virginia. Remember, Prince George County, Saponis. There's a Saponi, a Catawba village in Prince George County, Virginia. Okay, so now the High Plains Saponis, which are my people also. You have last name Tally, Martin. I'm sorry, guys. Tally, Martin, Epps, Shepherd, Coleman, Burnett. Okay. Now Coleman is a High Plains Saponi family core name from Virginia and North Carolina and Cass County, Michigan. Burnett family was Indian and Alamance, North Carolina. Some moved to Lawrence County, Ohio. Then you have Powless, Powless, a member of the Powless family, married a Tutelo woman at the Mohawk Church outside Brantford, Ontario, Canada. Tutelo woman, Ontario, Canada. People who have connections to Canada. Okay.
Hey,
Last
Legacy.
name. Hey, what's up?
I'm sorry, I may stop you. For Hardline Boss, I have seen the Lynch name associated with Saponi. Would that be? Have you seen that as well, Lynch?
Yeah, Lynch connected to Saponi and connected to I believe Lumbee too.
Yeah, yep. What about Larkin? Did I say Larkin when I was reading those?
I'm not sure. I'm
Okay,
not sure. They would have to go back and watch and
okay.
see. Okay, so you have Curly. The Curly family is recorded as being Tutelo on the Six Nation and in the genealogy book. We need to look that up. Six Nation genealogy book. Ernest Jemerson. All right. Um, yeah, Ernest Jemerson of Six Nation Grand River's mother identified as Tutelo 1934, 1935. Okay, so now we're going into some Six Nations. Okay. William John, fathers identified on Six Nations Grand River in Onondaga as Tutelo. This is in New York, Six Nations. Williams, Tutelo family, Six Nations on Grand River, 1934. All this is Grand River, 1934. Last name Buck, Tutelo family, Six Nations. Sanders, Tutelo family, Six Nations. Fish, Tutelo family, Six Nations. We read Fish a few times today. We have Cranbett, Cranbett, Tutelo family, Six Nations. Fish Carrier, last name Fish Carrier, Tutelo family, Six Nations, Grand River, 1934. And in parentheses it says Williams. So maybe they come from the Williams, but also the Williams that are in this Tutelo are probably the same Williams that came out of North Carolina. All right, the Saponis. Okay, remember Saponi, Tutelo, Catawba is all interchangeable. Okay, so this Monacan tribe in Virginia, last name Johns, Branham, Monacan, Virginia, recorded in Ohio as Indian. Lawless, Taylor, Adcock, Hamilton, Red Cross, Hicks, again, Hicks today, Roberts, again, Clark, Beverly, Duff, Terry, Nichols, Eubank. Oh, well, 1 second. We're going into Amherst County, Virginia. Okay, so I believe these are Saponis. Eubank, James, last name James, Willis, Jenkins, Wright, Schuler, Chuler, Indian, Amherst County, Virginia. Campbell, Drain hair, Dranhair, or Drawhair, Drauhair, and Perry again, Perry, okay, in Amherst County, Virginia. Remember, Amherst County, Virginia. Kingsbury again, live near Pilot Mountain in North Carolina. They claim to be Catawba. They are Catawba. Now, John Harris was the chief of the Cheraw tribe of Indians in 1738. John Harris. Okay. So you have Sizemore again. In Halifax, it says Sizemore were Indians from Halifax County, North Carolina, or Halifax, Virginia, but lived on the Catawba River on the Catawba Reservation. Again, Scott or Jefferson Scott, also from Halifax County, and moved to Gallia County in Ohio. The Allens came to Ohio from Halifax County, North Carolina, and settled in Fayette County, Ohio. Fayette. All right. Nancy was also Indian. So Nancy Allen, or maybe last name Nancy, was also Indian. It says Lauderdale or Gatliff. Lauderdale, last name Lauderdale or Gatliff. Gatliff. An Indian family born in Botetourt County, Virginia, by way of Rockcastle County, Kentucky, moved to Ross County, Ohio. Okay. Ope. Hey, Ope, you there?
Yes, sir.
Hey, can you run through the person's county or something? I gotta put little man down. He gonna drive us crazy.
Yeah,
Then I
you
can
good.
run some
You
more
good.
names.
Yeah, do your
All
thing.
right.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
read the Chief Haycock stuff.
Got you.
All right, y'all. So I wanted to, while Legacy is doing that, I'm going to go over some information here real quick. And so some of the surnames, we read this off last time for the Saponi Nation of Ohio that we're a part of. If, anyone is interested, has this genealogy. The core family names for the Saponi of Ohio is going to be Burnett, Chavis, Chavers, Chavis, Coker, Croker, Cradoff, Dungy, Harris, Howe, Long, Marsh, McKeel, Keel, Scott, and Stewart. All right. So anybody with those surnames, definitely hit me and Legacy up with the genealogy if you are interested in becoming a tribal member. Some of the extended family names for our tribe are going to be Bass, Bowling, Brown, Branham, Bird, Collins, Corn, Cousins. Excuse me. Dempsey, Dixon, Garland, Gibson, Goings, Griffin, Guy, Havecock, Hart, Haskins, Hawkins, Henson, Holly, Hughes, James, Jeffries, all the different spellings of that. Johnson, Jones, Keaton, Liggins, Martin, Mason, Matthews, McDaniel, McKinney, Moss, Newman, Nichols, Parker, Pettiford, Ragland, Rickman, Richardson, Robbins, Robinson, Saunders, Sanders, Shoemake, Simmons, Spears, Stills, Valentine, Vaughn, Vinny, Watkins, Watson, Witt, and Winborn. Okay, so those are the surnames for the Saponi Nation of Ohio. If you're interested in becoming a tribal member with us again, get in contact with Legacy or myself to get enrolled with that. So the next thing I wanted to read while we're waiting on Legacy to come back was some information from Chief Richard Haycock. I wanted to read a little bit of his stuff. He has actually compiled up a lot of information and surnames. So I just wanted to read a few things. It says that they have compiled the most complete cultural, genealogical, and chronological history of the Occaneechi Saponi and Tutelo of the Occaneechi Saponi and Tutelo of the Saponi Nation, aka Monacan, and Piedmont, Catawba, and Southeastern Indians in the Virginias and Carolinas. It says the Saponi Indians were an extension of the Greater Catawba Nation, Southeastern Siouan Confederacy. Also included with these 3 volumes volume set are tribal histories and biographies of various southeastern nations. It says biographies and photos of the contemporary chiefs of today Indian census. Okay, so let me just get on to the surnames here. So it says the some of the surnames for that are suing would be Jeffries, and you're going to hear a lot of repeats from what me and Legacy have been reading. Maybe some new names will pop up, but Jeffries, Stewart, Scott, Chavis, Buck, Buck, Tatelli, Hayes, Korn, Guy, Watkins, Day, Branham, Jones, Haithcock, Burnett, Griffin, Oakey, Oakey. We got Goings, we got Collins, Gibson Bunch, we got Poitras, Whitmore, Mayo, Mayo, Bolin, Harris, Coker, Parker, Pettiford, and Liggins. All right. And some other Saponi surnames, core surnames. We got Jeffries, so some of the same repeats. Goings, Collins, Bunch, Gibson, Havecock, Liggins, Stewart, Harris, Jones, Guy, Korn, Whitmore, Watkins, Hayes, Pettiford, Scott, Burnett, Parker, and Chavis. Okay. So I know a lot of you guys out there have a lot of these surnames that I'm reading off. So, and then it says Indians with Saponi origins. We got Chavis again, Brave Boy, Ransom, Burnett, Gibson, Austin, Hammonds, Mayo, Goings, Collins, Revels, Scott, Guy, Sweat, Taburn, Payne, Green, Bolin, Brewer, and Simmons. Okay. Let's see here. So my knock-ins, we got Hicks, Red Cross, Johns, Beverly, and Branham. All right. Let me see what else we got here. So I think Legacy was reading some of this here with these surnames. So I'm seeing Harris, I'm seeing Mitchell, Oaks, Payne, Watkins, George, Norton, Wynn, Reed, Cooley, Barnett, Terry. Yeah, so I think he was reading most of these here. So, all right. So we'll wait for Legacy to get back, and I'll jump in the chat here real quick and see what's going on with everybody here. Let's see. It's updated from the website. Simmons. Yep, we had Simmons in there. So the website that I was just reading from, Legacy, it was actually reading from actual books. So the website I was reading from is Saponi Nation of Ohio. For anybody who does have, any of those surnames, again, just like with any tribe, they do request genealogy. So, not a big deal for us because we, that's what we do. So, not a biggie.
Yeah, I'm back here.
Okay. I'm gonna let Legacy keep going in.
Okay, let me I'm gonna speed ahead. I just wanted to drop early. I wanted to drop some, read a lot of this stuff, so you could kind of see how people move to different areas. But I think I'm gonna try to keep it as simple as possible right now, and maybe we can come back and do another video where I can kind of go through certain things. Let's see here. Oh wait, I see an interesting name. I see Harmon, which I came across before, and I said something about it being like maybe connected to a German name, Harmon, but they have them as Carmel, which I believe are maybe a mix. a mix between Saponi, like I guess like a Melungian or something like that. Because I see also Austin caramel, and it says John Austin, the same one we read earlier, as Saponia Indian, Rowan County, North Carolina, but they have it as caramel. Okay, so they would call us caramel, Cubans, I mean, everything, Portuguese, I mean, all kinds of names. So I just wanted to say that real fast. But let's see. Let's check out some names. Okay, let me see. Okay, so I got some Pamunkeys. Williams County, this Williams County, Virginia. Well, King Williams County, Virginia. So I'm gonna run through them up to here. Okay, so this is 17, anywhere between 1774 and 1832. Okay, so you have okay, well, you have a John Stratton. It says Gene Gaskin. Okay, now the Gene Gaskin, that's the Accomax. Okay, so if you had the last name Stratton, Stratton, Northampton County, Virginia, Accomack. Okay, then you have Littleton Savage, last name Savage. Again, Gene Gaskin. Those are Accomax, Northampton County, Virginia. Okay, so now the Pamunkeys, last in King Williams County, Virginia, 1782 to 1832. Collins, Pamunkey. Majors, Pamunkey. Cook, Langston, Allman, Allmond, Pamunkey. Mush, Pamunkey. Miles, Pamunkey. Holt, Holt, Pamunkey. James Langston, and then you have James Langston, you have Jack Langston, you have Tazwell H. Langston, John Williams. It's all Pamunkeys, King Williams County, Virginia. Billy Sweat, William Sweat, Leroy Page Sampson, Lewis Sampson, Joseph Arnold, Robert Arnold, all listed as Pamunkey Indians, King Williams County, Virginia. Okay, you have William Sweat, William Abram, and Allen Sweat were among 28 Pamunkey Indians signed a petition to the governor of Virginia in 1836. Okay, so last name Sweat. Archer Bomer. Okay, then you have okay, this is going into Lumbies. I see some Lumbies here. Last name Britt. Okay, back to the Pamunkeys. Howell, Pamunkey from Charles City and New Kent County, Virginia. Bradby, Pamunkey / Chickahominy in Virginia. Holmes, Pamunkey / Chickahominy. Stewart, Pamunkey / Chickahominy. Elliott, Pamunkey / Chickahominy. Canada or Canady, Pamunkey / Chickahominy. Now we're going to the Maharans. We have Blizzard. We have last name James, Lewis, Melton, Bowser. Again, these are Maharans. Blizzard, James, Lewis, Melton, Bowser. Okay. I believe these are more, they have more people that are Pamunkey. Ellison Edwards, last name Edwards, Pamunkey. Let's see. It's a lot of people with the same names. Okay, so now we have a last name Adams, Mattapony Indian. Last name Adams, Mattapony Indian, King Williams County. We have Costello, last name Costello, Custilo, Mattapony Indian, in King Williams County. We have Chickahominy names. We have Bradby, Chickahominy, Adkins, Chickahominy, Lemons, last name Lemons, Rappahannock, last name Clark, Clarke, Rappahannock, Saunders, last name Saunders, Rappahannock, Bird, Rappahannock, Fortune, last name Fortune, Rappahannock, Johnson, Rappahannock, Nelson, Rappahannock, Parker, Rappahannock, Richardson, Rappahannock. And I have to skip through. Some of these just say Indian. But let me see. Oh, we have some Nansemon. Okay. Anderson, Perkins, Weaver, Bright, Newton, Nansemond Indians. Anderson, Perkins, Weaver, Bright, Newton, and Norfolk County, Virginia. Nansemond Indians, Norfolk County, Virginia, 1833. Court records: Anderson, Perkins, Weaver, Bright, and Newton. Okay. Then we have some other people listed as Indian in Northampton County. I'm assuming they're Accomack, I guess. And Ann Williams. This is in 1752. Ann Williams, Philip Rosario, Charlton Cross, Stephen Jeffrey, last name Drummond, Tabitha Sunkett, Sunket, Thomas Fisherman, King Tom, Rongus, Rongus, in Northampton County, Virginia, 1699. John West in Northampton County, Virginia. Jonathan Daniel, now these are all like 1700s. Jonathan Daniel, Northampton County. Elizabeth Lang, Northampton County. Elizabeth Bingham, 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 listed as Indian, Northampton County, 1739. Tabitha Jacob, Northampton County, 1752. Let me go down. Let's see if I can find any other names. Oh, I see. Sandell. Now these are Catawba. This is a Catawba. Sandell Still. Sandell, Sandel. Last name Still, Still. Sandell Still, a Catawba woman, was married to Jimmy Goings, related to a Cherokee Fields. First name Cherokee, last name Fields. Okay. And let me go down some more. I'm skimming through a lot of stuff, guys. Just give me a second. Okay. Now look at this. This is odd. We have a John Austin, last name Austin. John Austin, Catawba War Captain, 1771, in Charleston, South Carolina. See, so you really have to dig on these people to see where they are. I see a James Kegg, Kegg, James Kegg, 1840. It was written by Thomas Spratt that Kegg was one of the best specimens of Catawba I have ever saw. Last name Kegg, Kegg. Okay. Bullen John. Let's see. I have some more Tuscarora names. I'm trying to see if there's anything I didn't read off. I see a Chowan Indian in Gates County, North Carolina, 1734. First name Noose, Nuce. Noose, last name Will, Will. So Noose Will, Chowan Indian, Gates County, North Carolina, 1734. Now I'm going to go into some Tuscarora names, ones that I didn't say earlier. Let's see. We have Netov, Billy Netov, Billy Netov, Netof, Billy Netov, Netof, Tuscarora Indian, Bertie County. I see a lot of people in Bertie County, Tuscarora. Okay, so you got some people in Bertie County. This is 1752 to 1766 deeds. Okay, last name Owens. I think I may have said that already. Randall, Senecar. Let's see. Trying to find any names I didn't say earlier. Hardaway, John Hardaway. Oh no, this Hardaway, it says Dinwiddie County. More than likely, this John Hardaway is a Saponi. John Hardaway, Indian descent, Dinwiddie County, Virginia. Then we have, let's see, last name Kenny. Last name Kenny. Joan Kenny. Last name Kenny. Kenny, Pamunkey Indian, Virginia, 1729. Let's see. Anything else here? Anything out of the ordinary? Hmm. Oh, okay. Here we go. We got some Haliwa names. Um, Mills, Haliwa Saponi. Francis Haliwa. Lynch, Haliwa Saponi. Green, Haliwa Saponi. Silvers, Haliwa Saponi. Evans, Haliwa Saponi. Anstead, Anstead, Haliwa Saponi. Okay, and the Haliwas are right there on the border of close to the border of North Carolina and Virginia. All right, Halifax and what is that? What's the other county? Warren
Warrington.
County. Yeah.
Mm.
So you have Anstead, you have Hedgepeth, Tucker, Dempsey, Richardson, Daniels, Chavis, Locklear, Copeland, Hawkins, Rudd, uh, Rojo Chief. Shout out to Rojo Chief with Rudd. Uh, let me see. Okay, then they're going into Lumbee names. So I guess I'm gonna give it a break, man. We could go ahead and start trying to close down. I do see a last name Key, Gostango, which means below the rock, Tutelo. So I guess it's a John Key with the name Gostango. I guess a nickname, below the rock, Tutelo. Died March 1898.
Mm.
Okay, John Key, Gostango, which means below the rock. Okay, I just saw that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I have some more names real quick.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna run this page and then that's it. We got Charles Beasley, Chowan Indian. James Bennett. This is 1734. We have Charles Beasley, James Bennett, Thomas Hoyter, Hoyter, and it's spelled Thos, Thos. So whenever you see Thos, it's Thomas. Thos, Thomas Hoyter, Hoyter, Chowan Indian, Gates County, North Carolina. Jeremiah Pushins, Pushins, Chowan Indian. John Redding, Reading, Chowan Indian. Jury Lawrence or Lawrence, Jurry, Jury, last name Lawrence, Larrance, probably Lawrence, and it says Lunenburg County. I believe those are Saponis or Tutelos in Lunenburg, but they may be Melungian. Okay, so these are not Chawans. These are more likely Melungian. Lawrence and Harry Simon, again Indian, Lunenburg County, 1749. We have some Piscataway Indians in Maryland. Proctor, Piscataway Indian, Maryland. Butler, Piscataway Indian, Maryland. Newman, Piscataway Indian in Maryland. Savoy, 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 Piscataway Indian, Maryland. Swan, Piscataway Indian, Maryland. That's Swan. Then you have Thompson, Piscataway Indian in Maryland. You have someone named Gohi, Tutelo. You have Roy Buck, Tutelo. Skagway, Skagwe, Tutelo. Crawford family, Tutelo. Harry Davis, Tutelo. William Fish, Tutelo. Esther Buck, Tutelo. Nuyago, which is John John Hoskins, Tutelo, 1870, Six Nations. You have Charles Silversmith, Tutelo. Again, the Buck family. Jemima Warner, last name Warner, Tutelo. Jemima Warner, Tutelo. Bessie Isaac, Tutelo. William Thomas, Tutelo. John Tutley, Tutlee, John Tutley, Tutelo. More than likely, these are the ones that were in New York. Some in like Beaver Dam, Ontario, on that line up there. Yep. So that's it. Cause I could go on forever, man.
Hey, Legacy, before you put your book away,
Mhm.
Nighthawk was wondering about that You were reading one name that had the, and you kept reading some. It was part of some paper when I asked you what year.
Mm-hmm.
You remember what that
What was it?
was?
You don't. What was the message?
Hold on, let me go back see if I can find it. Uh, you were reading some name, and then you said that people went to Ohio, and then I had asked you what year, and then you were. I think it was when we were reading. Gosh, I wish I remembered what that was.
Probably some. I'm more than likely some Catawbas or Saponis.
No, it was a document that you were saying, you kept saying 144.
Oh yes, yes. I see the Guy family.
There it is. Yeah.
Okay, they are Indians from Greensville and Brunswick counties, Virginia. They are recorded as Catawba in the Draper manuscripts as U.S. Senate document number 144. But that's not the first time I read that. So let me go back. So I saw it somewhere else. I see it somewhere else. Oh, I guess that was the first time I read it. But I read it somewhere else also. And it said document 144.
Okay.
Oh, it says Guy. Oh, Jeffries or Jeffers. Indians from Greensville and Brunswick counties, Virginia. They are called Catawbas in Senate document number 144. Dill's Dills Dill's History of Greene County, Ohio, and the Draper Papers, or again they listed as Draper manuscripts.
Okay.
Draper manuscripts and U.S. Senate document number 144.
Okay. Got it.
All right, so they probably have even more names on there possibly.
Hey Robbie, if you're trying to donate, if you want to send it to Cash App, it's just $ capital O Opie Miha, and the rest lowercase. Legacy, what's your Cash App again?
It's $ Love Legacy 500.
Okay.
Yeah,
Type it in.
Love Legacy 500. Yep. So yeah, man, that's a lot of names, man. I don't know. I mean, I got more, but goodness, we've been on here for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's a lot of names, and you can see how they connect, how all these different tribes connect, how all these different people marry one another. So so it is what it is. So a lot of people out there, especially people who heard that people say Cherokee, doesn't mean that you're not. But I would say don't look for that. Look for something else because if your people weren't denied, then as you go back, you'll see it on their birth certificate.
Right.
It'll
Right.
say Cherokee if they were accepted to the Cherokee Nation in any way connected to that, they will have it on their documents. They're not gonna black that out.
Right.
And 9
And
times out of 10 you would know.
also too, we, unfortunately with the Cherokee tribe, we're not, 100 on, the ins and outs on how to get into there. I hear it's difficult. So, I don't know. And most people are kind of, not feeling the five civilized tribe thing anyway. So,
Yeah,
you guys did hear, a lot of surnames that are, connected to other tribes as well. And, if they are some other tribes, again, try to apply with them if that's something that you're wanting to do. So, we
yeah,
definitely think that, if you're part of an, Indian tribes, the genealogy matches up with it, you're going back far enough, you should definitely apply if that's what, if that's your goal.
yeah. And again, if you've done your genealogy, your people told you that you were Blackfoot, or even told you that you were Cherokee, right? Go ahead and or they told you were Indian period. Go ahead to the website. Go to Iconic American Indian. Make a purchase from Opie's website. Screenshot it to me at lovelegacy500 at Gmail, and I'll do a look over your tree. You know, it's very inexpensive, and you know, we just want to help people. You know, I do survival for genealogy, but at the same time, I do want to help people. But let's not make it difficult. You know, you go to the website, take the picture, you screenshot the picture of your receipt or whatever. You come to the email. You bring me your either your login information for Ancestry or your or you can send over your actual family tree, downloaded family tree. All right, and I can help you. A lot of people hit me up and they tell me names and give me a lot of information that I cannot use. The only way I can help you is if I actually look at your tree.
Yes, you have
Okay.
to have done your ancestry genealogy tree or whatever
Yeah.
you're doing it on, but
Yeah.
you have
And
to have started, some type of genealogy work already.
and then you'll see the connection too, because 9 times out of 10, if your people said you was Blackfoot, they also said you were Cherokee. So you're gonna see that connection a lot. You're gonna see that connection a lot. I hear people all the time. Oh yeah, they told me I was Blackfoot and Cherokee, Blackfoot and Cherokee, Blackfoot and Cherokee. So you know, you're always gonna see that connection because one, we were at odds with the tribe, so you're gonna have people mixing one way or another,
Yep,
and then after all the war and everything like that, people were just mixing. Period. You know, a lot of them lost their identity and their culture little by little, but they knew who they were. So you know, they may not have known that. Hey, we are enemies. All they know is, you know, you look good, girl,
exactly.
and
That's right.
you
Look
look
at that
good.
fine Cherokee girl, boy.
Oh, we can get some of this watermelon.
Yeah. Or she was like, oh, look at that Catawba brother, man. He look good.
Yeah,
I'm
he
saying,
pulling trees. He pulling trees out the ground with one arm.
yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Let me just look in the chat one last time, make sure we ain't got any questions or anything in there. All right. All right. So it's good to see, it's
Why don't
really,
you why don't you share it on the screen? Oh,
yeah, I sure will. I
I
sure will.
don't have anything.
Let me see. So we got
Thank
that.
you. My family is on the road, but is on the road, but he won't take it. You
Yeah,
said
the
his
Dawes
family's on
Rose.
the road.
Yeah,
Oh, it's on
it's
the Dawes Road.
Cherokee Dawes Rose. Yeah, her husband.
If he's on there, then that means one of his ancestors are listed at least as
Yep.
Indian, if nothing else. So if you don't find that, then it's just a name.
Yep.
It's just a name that's probably not connected. So you know,
Exactly.
well, a lot of people aren't going to take this stuff serious. You got to understand, this is a lonely thing. A few brothers named Zoli Kaffer when I was growing up, went to high school with a James Zoli Kaffer, and was in the army with a brother named Zoli Kaffer. I was from Illinois. One was from Illinois, one was from Wisconsin. Did we say anything about Zoli Kaffer? I don't
No, but
know.
somebody in the chat
Oh,
was
was talking about it. Oh,
talking
okay.
about that's their surname, and they couldn't find a whole lot on it.
Oh, got you, got you. Oh, yeah, that's helpful then. That's very helpful.
Yeah.
That's why you got to start connecting, man. People got to start connecting and getting together on stuff. You know, when you have these names, or I see a lot of people that are like, oh, even with the Cherokee. I'm gonna give you an example with the whole Cherokee thing. A lot of people saying it's Cherokee, but what are you gonna do about it? You got a lot of people online that's on ancestry.com in the forums and stuff like that saying that they Cherokee and they know they Cherokee and stuff like that. Go and look for those people. Somebody start putting all these people together and trying to map all of this stuff out, man. We got to do something. We can't just allow it to just go away.
So that's the young lady right there, with that
Name's Sully
surname.
Copper,
Yeah.
but he's from North Carolina. Yeah, the best thing you can do with a name like that is find out. It should be easy to find out where the name is from, and then find out where they settled.
Mm.
Yeah, find out where they settled. But it sounds like you need to do your genealogy because you said your uncle was named. You didn't say grandfather or great grandfather. So get to your genealogy and see what's going on. But also don't be surprised or even discouraged if if you can't find an Indian connection, because it's gonna happen. That's a very odd name that I've never come across. So they could just be imports, people who came in.
I think she
Um,
did say that name was from somewhere else.
Yeah, see, so you just have to trace back and maybe find a settlement.
Mm.
But with a name like that, it sounds like some type of German, you know. When you say that name, it's like you got like Hawkspit or something, Zalekafr, something like that. You know what I mean? So that's where you need to look. I wouldn't be surprised if you find a lot of Europeans on that line very soon. Very soon, probably like like a few generations back, 2 generations back, and you'll be leaving America probably. That's just my guess. I don't know for sure. I'm just giving you a guesstimation.
Yeah, because I was asking her how far she had gotten back on her genealogy. She said she hadn't gotten back very far.
Yeah,
Um,
try misspelling the name. All right, try
yeah.
misspelling the name. Start with the Z, then the next thing will be the I, so a Y, and then Kafir, maybe a K. uh uh just try different spellings and see what you come up with, but you may be stuck because they came through Ellis Island. They may have just gotten here, so you have to look into that. For tribes, we're going up through father side or both. That's a tribal thing, but more than likely these days people don't, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. But don't, I see your name is Yabez. Don't get caught up in the whole Israelite thing where it's just through the father's side and everything like that. I mean, whatever they believe. But tribally, we don't deal with that. And more than likely, we deal with the mother, right? Because what was first, the chicken or the egg? I'll let you figure that one out.
Okay. So she said, hang on a second. I didn't mean to put that one. My bad. She said that the name she's looking for is Pal.
Powell,
Yeah. Yeah.
you probably gonna end up in North Carolina somewhere, North Carolina, Virginia line.
Yeah. Yeah.
um, and might even run into slavery. Who knows? We might be related. I'm related to some Powells, so I mean, you check it out and see what breaks off from the Powell. More than likely, you're not gonna really find. I don't think you're gonna find too many Powells as like core surnames for a tribe. So more than likely you're gonna run into some Europeans like that too. If you're in Virginia, North Carolina, it's probably going to be a lot of mixing. So also watch out for when you look at that. Watch out for the races, because someone can be born white and die black, and you can get confused. So you have to really look at the documents and make sure you know what you're looking at, because more than likely they're amalgamated heavy. So I got $10 that your great grandma Powell or whatever probably was light skin. Yeah,
All right. All right.
I
So
had Powells that passed as white.
yeah, but like Mizak is saying, I put his thing on the screen. Take all the genealogy. Serious, all of it, even the European parts, because
Oh
that's hard
yeah,
to use well.
yeah, and dodge the hijack with a lot of that, with a lot of European stuff. If you're following Corey Mayer, which I'm sure you are, also follow Blackbeard Mirage. Blackbeard Mirage, Mirage. Brother's doing a lot of work, especially like Europe and stuff like that, and connecting all the dots also. So go over to Blackbeard Mirage, support him. He has some books out that aren't expensive, and he has a lot of information. So go over there and watch some of his videos. He just put out some Aboriginal videos and some European videos, and he's actually showing pictures of so-called Negroes across there that are like
Negropeans.
that are the disciples
Yeah.
of Christ Jesus and all of that kind of stuff. So, go over there and check some of that stuff out. They actually have a depiction of supposedly Abraham, a Negro. So it's a lot of stuff over there. A lot of these kings and stuff that were Negroes. So You know, we think it's black and white, but really it's brown and brown.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. So a lot of those people over there in Europe were melanated.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
the originals.
and learn how to eat the meat and spit out the bones. You know, it's gonna be a lot
Oh
of information in a lot of places. So don't be scared to venture off into different places. You know, I started out. I was following the brother. What's his name? What's the Moorish brother? I can't think of his name right now. He's the most popular one.
yeah.
You know who I'm talking about. I can't think of his name right now. But I was following him, and I definitely know he's an Indian, whether he mixed or whatever. But um, yeah, he had a lot of information over there. You know, so let's not be all caught up in a lot of the nonsense, man. You know, it's some information everywhere. People are all over the world. So we just got to break out of that whole thing like that. It's all about, really, when it comes down to it, it's about
Yeah.
ethnicity. It's about ethnicity. What is your ethnic group? Forget about the color of your skin, forget about whether your hair is straight or curly or whatever. What is your ethnic group? That's what it boils down to. We have white, so-called white people in tribes. All right, and when it comes down to it, it really doesn't matter about the color of their skin. What is their ethnic group? That's what truly matters. None of us are scientists. None of us can look at each other and judge and say who's who in most cases. So let's just break out of that. I hate when people say, "Oh, I know you're Indian because you're light skinned," and stuff like that. So let's just concentrate on ethnic groups. Let's concentrate on history in general and kind of trying to put the puzzle together. But most of all, concentrate on your genealogy, because that is the most important thing
Oh my God.
uh,
Yes.
when it comes to trying to figure out who you are. The
That's right.
genealogy is going to tell you a lot. It's not going to tell you everything. It's not going to tell you that somebody who is Japanese had sex with one of your grandparents three
Right.
thousand years ago. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So that's why I say let's not be too extreme with this and acting like we know everything. We just don't. We just don't. But we can go by the genealogy.
Yep. Absolutely. All right, y'all. So I think that's gonna be it for me and Legacy today. Um, we really appreciate everybody taking the time to come up in here and hang out with us for a couple hours. Um, again, like Legacy was saying, uh, hit the genealogy. Um, find out who you are. Again, we're gonna find all kinds of different things in it. Dodge all them hijacks, overstand, understand what you're reading, and like you said, eat the meat, spit out the bones. Um, any last words, sir, before I shut her down?
Uh, I just want to again, anybody who needs a little help, you have your tree already together, and you just want me to go and look at it. Again, go to Iconic American Indian. I'm pretty sure he's gonna leave a link. And go over there and make a purchase and show proof of purchase. Give me access to your tree. I deal with Ancestry. Ancestry.com is the best. So if you're not on Ancestry, you need to get over there. Okay, there is no saving money with genealogy, because either way you're gonna pay, whether it's money or sweat and tears, you're gonna pay. So get over to Ancestry.com. To me, it's the best website for that. If you're not already over there, and once you do the screenshot, send me the login info. Just give me time to get back to you. Outside of that, anyone looking for genealogy, I'm not doing any more genealogy right now. I have to knock out the people I have, and I have a whole lot of other stuff to do outside of genealogy. With everybody being home, music, my spiritual stuff to keep me, what I'm saying, from taking somebody off this earth. I got to do my spiritual stuff to keep myself together. I got a family, grandmother living with me and everything. It's a big family and everything right now. So, just give me time to get back to you. But I can do consultations. So, if you want me to look at your stuff outside of what I just said about the Blackfoot and everything like that, me just taking a peek at your tree. If you need any help or a consultation, I only charge $200 for that. I'll go look at your tree, maybe help you out a little bit, and then I'm out of there. So it's not going to be an extended thing, but you can get an idea of what's going on. Once I get in there, I'll be like, oh, this is all wrong, or this is good, or this is your tribe, you know. So it just all depends on your situation and how much knowledge I have about the names and locations that are on your tree. But it's better to get an idea of what's going on. I don't want to just charge people out the gate. I want to get an idea of what's going on with their tree before I do that. So I'm trying to change how I go about things, so it can help you and it can help me. Because if you go pay me $500 or $1,000 and I just walk in there and say, "Hey, here's your tribe," you're gonna be mad. In a way, you're gonna be happy, but you're gonna be upset because you're like, "Dag, that was he just went in there real 20 minutes and made $1,000." So I don't want to do stuff like that anymore. I want to you know, take care of you, take care of me, and be fair. So Love Legacy 500 at Gmail. And if you haven't already, go and sign up on Iconic American Indian. Was it .com, right?
Yep. .com. Yep.
Yeah, iconic-american-indian.com. Go over there, get in the forums and stuff like that. We're trying to build as much as we can. And also go and support my music, Love Legacy 500. You could go to my Instagram, Love Legacy 500. I'm on Facebook as Love Legacy. You can find me there. I'm on SoundCloud, Love Legacy 500. Check out my music, and hold me down because I'm doing music not for me, not because I want to be rich, not because of any of that. I'm doing music to get money to help the people, to get land for my family, get land for the tribe, and also build a foundation for genealogy where people could get genealogy for no cost or a very small cost. So these are things that I want to do. And remember, you are spirit, okay? Before you're Indian, before you're anything else, you are spirit. So don't get lost in being a human or this experience. All right? Peace.
Appreciate you, bro. All right, y'all. So yeah, we about to get on up out of here. Um, you know, get on over to their website. If nothing else, become a member. Um, you know, that platform over there is open for people to, come over, write what they want to write about, talk about what you want to talk about. Um, Eventually at some point I'm gonna get that set up to where kind of live stream from there. Because I want, I do want to get away from YouTube if possible, because you know how they do us. Everything is pretty locked down on YouTube. So, but anyway, I love each and every single one of y'all. Again, appreciate all the support. That's what we got to do for one another. And again, this was kind of a impromptu live stream. We didn't plan it out. So, we just kind of pop up sometimes. So, but with that said, one love to each and every single one of y'all, and we out of here. Take care. Peace.